All right, good morning, happy Wednesday, happy hump day. It is Jeremy Batt. Excited to congratulate you guys on another great pay period. Way to finish strong. We're excited about what's coming up in the summertime. Summertime is an amazing time to build your AdvoCare business. A lot of people have a little extra time, and people are willing to meet and stuff like that. So great time of the year. We're excited about that. But I want to kind of turn directions a little bit and talk a little bit about, are you feeling stuck? And I know there's a lot of people that are watching this right now, and you guys, your business is absolutely rocking. I see the numbers. I see the activity. You're absolutely cranking, and clearly you have your defined purpose, and you know exactly why you're doing this, and that's for one thing that leads to action. So for you guys could probably stop this because I think you probably heard a lot of these things already, and you guys are obviously on your way. But for those of you guys like me, about 2-3 weeks ago, I just gotten back from the Bahamas. And the week before, I'd spent up in upstate New York doing some business opportunity meetings, and quite honestly, I just felt kind of stuck. I felt like, I know what I need to do. I've been doing this for a long time, but I felt like I just wasn't taking action, and it was not a very good feeling. It felt bad. It felt I didn't feel empowered. I felt just like I was going through the motions, and I didn't like that feeling. So here's a couple things for those of you guys that are listening to this or watching this. Here's a couple things that might help you get unstuck. So you know what you need to do, 2-on-1, three-way calls, share your story, all that stuff. You know what you need to do, but for some reason you're just not finding yourself doing it. So number one thing I think you need to do is you need to define your purpose. And this is going to take a little while, but you really want to dig into this. Take some time. If you're married, spend some time with your significant other. Why are you doing AdvoCare? Because if you don't know your purpose, you're really not going to take the action that's necessary to have success in AdvoCare. And it doesn't take a ton of action, but it does take action. Those extra phone calls a day, reaching out to those people you can help, sparking somebody throughout the day, sharing your story. All of that stuff is extra. So what is it that is going to drive you to do that? So really define your purpose. And I'll tell you guys, doing this 4.5 years, my purpose at the beginning was simple. If I can make another $500 a month to pay my car payment, that was I saw a lot of value in that. And then when I reached that, it was all right. How do I pay $1,100 mortgage? Okay, and then after that, it was okay. Reach that, and now what? Then it was, how do I become debt free? Okay, cool. That's phenomenal. And then you get to that point and you say, all right, now how can I give back to my church? And then reach that point. So my purpose has always been strong, but I've always had to redefine it. And it takes time to realize what you want, what's going to drive you to take action. So at this point, a couple weeks ago, I said, you know what? I need to redefine my purpose. And what it is now I want to help build schools in third world countries because I see the lack of resources that they have. So every morning I watch a 3-minute video of third world countries and some of the struggles they go to, and it really pulls at my heartstrings to be able to do something about that. And now I know I have my hands on something that I really can do something about and that I'm truly passionate about. And I'm going to use the AdvoCare vehicle to help people get in better shape and better finances, but I'm also going to use the money I make to be able to help more people, and that feels good, and it's moving me in the right direction. So number one, define your purpose. Number two, what's holding you accountable? So in this business, you don't have a boss, and that's one of the greatest things about this business. It's also probably one of the hardest parts about this business, because if you had a boss telling you what to do, you'd probably move this business a little quicker. But your calendar is what's moving you forward. So if your calendar is empty, and like mine was a couple weeks ago, with no real activity, no people on your calendars, because truly that's the only way that this business is moved, is by people. If your calendar is empty, it's time to fill some of your calendar and book your calendar with 2-on-1s, three-way calls, just one-on-one meetings, just to get together with somebody. You really want to just sit down and share your heart, but you want to get that activity, and your calendar is a great way to hold you accountable. And then number three, who are you surrounding yourself? If you're feeling stuck, the last thing you want to do is continue to be around negative people that aren't going in the same direction as you. Go out and find people that are going in the same direction as you. And there's a lot of people out there. It is going to take a little bit of courage. You know, I had made over 10 phone calls to get connected to my current mentor down here in Charleston. But I tell you what, the value of this mentor, every 2 weeks he challenges me to do more, and he encourages me to do more. And he's been very, very successful, and he's somebody who has went down that road before, and he's helping me go down that road. But it took over 10 phone calls, 10 no responses from other CEOs and stuff like that to get a hold of this guy. So it takes some courage. So how bad do you want it? Do you want it bad enough where you're going to reach out to these people and have the courage to go out and ask? And that's what I would encourage. So I hope this video helped. I know, you know, for me the last 2 weeks I've implemented a couple of these things, and it's helped me out a lot. So I hope this helped, and have a great Wednesday.